After the committal hearing, if you're still in custody, you typically have a 90-day period to have your case presented to a grand jury so formal charges can be lodged against you. A grand jury is usually a group of people from the community. It's just like a jury, but there's a group of people from the community that are used for a certain period of time to evaluate cases. People always want to know, well, why is it that this case is still in play if the person didn't do it? What happens is, in most times, the grand jury makes a decision as to whether or not the case goes forward or not. And there is an old adage, there's an old saying that says you can indict a bologna sandwich. And that's true, because when you're in the indictment phase, you as the person that's being charged you don't have an opportunity to present any evidence in the indictment phase. Just imagine being in a room where somebody is talking about you and you can't say anything. You can't have anybody there advocating for you. And your worst enemy gets to present before these people and tell them a story about you. That's what a grand jury is. The government has an opportunity to present evidence against you before this grand jury. They can say whatever they want to say. And in some cases, they're going to say whatever it is that they want to say so that they can convince these people that you did what they're saying that you did. And so after that, the grand jury will make a determination as to whether or not there was enough evidence there to establish that you actually committed this offense. And what's the likelihood that they're going to say, no, you didn't? So that's how the case gets indicted. If it's a felony. If it is not a felony charge, they don't even have to go through that phase. They can just do an accusation, which basically says that the government can just write up a document alleging what you did, have it signed, and then that's your formal charging documents to go ahead and proceed forward to the next step. So either you're going to be accused if you have a misdemeanor offense, or you're going to be indicted if the case went before the grand jury and it's a felony, and you now have the official charging papers to start the process. Now, in that phase, y'all, there are no judges. So the question that initially started this series was, how is it that this all happens and the judge doesn't get to stop something or say something, or somebody doesn't stop it, but they know that this, because in all phases of criminal cases, that doesn't involve a judge. But now that the case is indicted and the case is accused, now is when you have a judge that steps in for the purpose of moving forward in the official charges against the defendant in a criminal action.